3 mindset shifts to help you overcome obstacles. I was talking to a friend the other day, and she's trying to finish a certification to be a yoga instructor. And she said, I just keep stopping because I just don't know what to do with this. I haven't created a presentation like this. She's working on her final project. She hasn't created a presentation like this in years and years and years and years. And I said, oh, you're letting fear stop you. And she said, no, it's not fear. And I said, well, yes, it is. When you hit an obstacle and you don't move forward, there's some element of fear that's inside you and it's stopping you. So today I'm going to tell you 3 mindset shifts. It's your personal GPS navigation system so that you can recognize the obstacle and then work around and make it work for you so that you can grow through it and get on to the other side successfully. If that sounds good for you, then stick around. We're going to give you that in just a second. But first, I'd like to see, are you a subscriber here? And if not, will you become one by clicking that subscribe button and the little bell so that you get notifications whenever we drop videos like this to help you live a happier and more successful life. I'll be right back.
GILD Coaching. More success, less stress.
Everybody reaches obstacles in their life. You might call them obstacles, you might call them challenges, some people call them problems, and I ask them to shift that language to something that's a little bit more positive, like obstacle or challenge. You can get through a challenge, you can overcome an obstacle, but a problem, you can come up with a solution. It's just a more negative word. So when you hit those moments in your life that kind of seem like they either slow you down or stop you, how do you get through them? But not just go through them. How do you grow through them? You need a personal GPS system. So if you're taking notes today, which I hope that you are, I always ask you to take notes because it helps you to remember your learning. It helps to make it more permanent in your brain. I want you to write down the letters G, P, and S because today we're going to go through those 3 letters and I'm going to explain how they stand for your 3 mindset shifts today. Okay, you ready? The first letter, G, stands for growth. We've talked here on GILD Coaching's YouTube channel many times about a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. A growth mindset means that you realize that you know what you know right now and you can learn and grow from there. A fixed mindset is that you know what you know and people like you just don't ever succeed. Or you know what you know and maybe you don't have capabilities in an area and you can't grow there. I'm telling you, even if you don't have capabilities in an area, you can still grow there. It just may be a larger hill to climb or a larger obstacle to grow through. Okay, so a fixed mindset really just kind of keeps you where you are, and a growth mindset allows you to bloom and blossom wherever you're planted. Okay, so growth mindset is scientifically proven to create more success in your life by allowing you to be more open to different possibilities. It opens up creative channels in your brain that then translate into actions. And we all know if you want to attract more wealth, abundance, success into your life, you have to get into action because there's action in attraction. Right? So a growth mindset helps you to expand that understanding, to expand that knowledge, and to widen your field of possibility so that you can welcome it in. That is why the G in GPS stands for growth. Okay, moving on, our letter P is purpose. I cannot tell you how many times I've had an initial session with someone who was exploring, whether they wanted to work with me or one of our coaches at GILD Coaching or not. And if you'd like to explore that, then please book a session with us at the website address that's on your screen, schedulegild.com. You can pick the time that you'd like to chat and we will pop on the phone together, or Zoom if you would rather. But anyway, I cannot tell you how many times I have popped on an initial session with someone and they tell me that they just don't see the point of any of it. They don't have a purpose. They don't understand their purpose. Understanding your purpose, it's one of the primary things that I determine with someone when I do start working with them, because that part of GPS is really the foundation, the ground level that can propel you forward, if you don't have a good handle on what your purpose is, and we do have a couple of videos here on our YouTube channel about finding your purpose, so we'll link one of those for you right here. But if you don't have a good handle on what your purpose is, it's really difficult to move forward in a meaningful way. Think of it like this. You want to go on vacation. Before you get in the car and drive, or before you go to the airport and hop on a plane, you need to know where your destination is. You need to be purposeful with where you're going. Otherwise, how are you going to know which turns to make in the car? Or how are you going to know which plane to get on that's headed in the right direction? So we need to figure out what your purpose is, and you can do that as well. I encourage you to go to that video that is linked here for you. And the third of our GPS letters, S, means social. Mindsets are social, but this doesn't necessarily mean what you may think it means just based on the word social. In order to move past obstacles, you have to be adaptive. You have to be able to adapt to changes so that you can use that growth mindset, so that you can connect with your purpose, and then you can figure out ways to grow through the obstacle so that you can overcome it, so you can get on the other side, so you can grow through it, like I said. And your mindset is a social element of the way that you think. And so if you will get social with it, and that doesn't mean that you have to go to a party, though, if that's your thing, go to a party. It means that you need to be interactive about what you're doing. A lot of times when people hit a hard time, brick wall, road bump, whatever you want to call it, they'll kind of close off from everybody else. And what this does is it cuts off this third element of your personal GPS system. You need to remain open so that you have a more adaptive look at everything. You have no idea how many different standpoints are going to be introduced to you, different ideas, different takes on the same thing that can be introduced to you just simply because you remained open and communicative, and it assisted you in becoming more adaptive. So actually the last letter could be A, but we liked GPS analogy, so we stuck with that. But yeah, you want to be social so that your mindset is adaptive, so that you can move more, so that you're more flexible. A more flexible mindset, that's another way to put this. So don't forget your personal GPS, growth, purpose, and social aspect of your mindset, so that you can grow through issues instead of just going through issues. If this video helped you even a little, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't already, please do click that subscribe button and the little bell so that you learn the next time that we drop a video like this to help you live a happier and more successful life. See you next time.